We are so live, brother.
It is go time.
Yes. With the
What's up, my
chalkboard in the
bro?
back.
You already know, man, that work. We
Hood
putting in
Heroes
work, man.
TV.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what it is. It's Ray of Light. I'm on with my man, day one, Terry
Day one
Miller.
in the building. Yes, sir.
What you got
Terry
going, bro? What's
Milla,
good?
Boombaye. What's up with you, my bro? Ray of Light,
Already.
Raider Jones.
Man, everything wonderful, man.
Yes,
It's
sir,
20,
man.
it's 2021 by the Gregorian calendar.
Hey, man. Yes, sir. 2021. You know, they say the Ethiopian calendar says we way off. You know what I mean? So, but whatever it is, it's a new era, a new vibe, new era for sure, for sure.
Exactly. What's the
Yes,
year in
sir.
Ethiopian? Is it
I
I
think
think
they said like it had already been. I gotta look it up, but my homeboy was telling me about Malik was telling me about that. That saying it's like the calendar is way off. And,
right.
like a lot of the stuff in Western society is way off. So I don't put it past it. But
Right.
like they manufactured daylight savings time. You're gonna set the clocks back and all that kind of stuff like that. Throw things off. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
some countries they don't change their time.
yeah, no doubt.
So what you got going, man? What you up to, bro? I hope
Man,
first of
just
all, before you say anything, I want people to know that the reason why this is even called Hood Heroes TV is the inspiration from a jam we did, Hood Heroes, uh,
indeed, man.
not too long ago, but definitely you lit that spark. So I'm ingratiated for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I'm loving that we could spark each other. You feel me? And keep the vibe and the energy up and keep it going because this is needed. Like I seen the interviews, you interviewing a lot of people and people get to speak, man, speak their mind on what's really going on. So it's dope that you did this. Like I wouldn't even have visioned this. It just we hood hero, we superhero. Bank One back in the day, my man Kiko, your man Kiko too, had a song that was called Super G.
Mm,
And Super G was like this superhero in the hood who come in, you know, get the political prisoners out of prison and make the program for the kids and you know what I'm saying. It was like he was a Super G. So we had these songs called Super G, and that was the concept that led to this. This was back one day. It was 30 years ago. So
right.
this is and then on that I Can I Will I Must album, the Hood Heroes. We did that song. You feel me? So it's right on the
Exactly.
money, man. It's just a
Yeah.
natural progression. Yes, sir.
Natural progression. And we always gotta
Indeed.
tap into that inner godhood, man.
Most definitely,
Inspiring
man.
you and everybody else.
Exactly, my brother. It's there. It's in all of us. And we can tap into that, or we could tap into or let the negativity, which is constantly trying to beat us down and tell you nothing and you can't do it and whatever it is, and distract you and find a diversion. Anything but be who you really are, which is that godhood, which is that soul being, that the real you, the essence. You feel me? And
Hmm.
like they say, matter can neither be created or destroyed. So when this body die, where does the energy go? The energy is me. I'm the energy animating the body. You feel me? That's the soul. That's the real life.
Right.
And that's what they don't. Nobody wants you to tap into that, because you tap into that power. That power built the pyramids. That power is the God power that nothing can stop. You feel me? So it's
Exactly.
like keep you down, keep you away from all these distractions, all the madness. Because you really sit down, you go into that high level, man. Then it's like it's like they really there is no competition, there is no enemy, there's just it's union and it's bliss and it's ultimate power. You feel me?
Hmm.
No doubt.
At the
So
end of the day, when you put all these stories together, all the mythos, all the fairy tales, all the movies, all the true
mhm.
life, it's all archetypes of the hero's journey, going from point A to point Z and everything in between, So we all
Yes,
walk
sir.
that journey. We all got to walk that walk.
We all got to walk that walk, and that and for religion, first of all, the founders or the masters and the saints they didn't create the religion. They came with the same eternal principles and truth. They're either their followers or the priesthood and the pimps tried to flip it and turn it into a religion and make it just that one person. So only Buddha, only Christ, only Prophet Muhammad. You feel me? And it goes into that level when it's really, like you say, it's all of us. This is the story of humanity, man and woman, that we all got to walk that Heru. The hero is from Heru, ancient Africa. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's all us. We are that, you know what I mean? But we got to actually do it. And it's easier to say, oh, you died for my sins. You do it. I'm just going to stay over here. I'm never going to be perfect. I'm always flawed. And you do it. And you know what I mean? Or rather than I got to step up to the plate and actually start doing it. You know what I mean? And then the responsibility is heavy. You dig? I said, everybody waiting on the savior, but we don't want to change our behavior. You know what I mean? Yeah, straight up. It's on that level, like take accountability and responsibility. And then, with great power comes great responsibility, like Spider-Man, my G.
Yeah, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Exactly. But you're gonna wear that crown, you royalty,
Yeah, man. And you can pimp it to the side if you want to. Rock it like
exactly.
a cane.
Do your thing with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
I see. What's that on your shirt, bro? Talk to me.
Man, this is the new line, my brother. Wardrobe. This is Born in Fire. So wardrobe, this the logo I got from my man Ethan Payne, Ethan Creative. And wardrobe is a concept I had for many years. I was telling you a while back about it, but
yes,
I went through different concepts on the design, and then now like my man blessed it with that. And this is steel and fire, forged in fire. You feel me? And I'm gonna have the website is gonna be warriorwardrobe.com. Right now it's warriorwardrobe.net, but the site ain't up yet. I'm still building it, and I'm converting it from .net to .com. So we got some dope stuff in the mix, man. I just signed the agreement for Master Moses Powell. Swan, my lineage. Me and D, we trained with Cedro Matakaville, who's a grandmaster from Sanuka's lineage, but Sanuka's Ryu Jiu-Jitsu was founded by Master Moses Powell, Dr. Moses Powell, right? And Dr. Moses Powell was the first martial artist to do a demonstration at the United Nations, taught the FBI, the CIA, and the DEA, he trained the Secret Service how to fight. So you just think about on that level, this man was Farrakhan bodyguard and trained the FOIs. You feel me? So these like militant dudes. And my teacher was a part of that whole lineage. He trained the FOIs and was security for Desmond Tutu and a lot of these other type people. So it's just great to be a part of this. And I'm literally second generation Sanuka's Ryu Jiu-Jitsu because my teacher was a 9th degree jiu-jitsu black belt in Sanuka's and then founded Swam, where I'm in and have been in for many years. So, it's an honor to do that, have that lineage of that. And I have a shirt that's done on Dr. Moses Powell. I got the license and everything. And, I had to go through the company. The family is involved and they blessed me with it. So, you know what I'm saying? My girl Sadiqa hooked that up and her mom. And they've been really just blessing me like, good, put it out there. You feel me? Let's do it. So I got the design done. We just got to, get ready for the launch. Like even with this new video, everything I'm doing now is not just put it out there and then come shop with me. It's going to be on some, like we got, real campaigns going. I got marketing companies working it. We're going to do fashion shows. We're going to, build it out, do exhibitions and things like that where people can see what we are and they know this is their lineage and look at martial arts as something that started in from the beginning of humanity, not as something that was in Asia. When you think martial arts, you think China, you think Japan, you feel me? And I'm blessed and thankful to China and Japan for holding it and for developing it and cultivating it for all those millennia. But the reality is that it started way before then. Like you got martial arts on the pyramid walls. That's going to be one of my designs. The shirt is us fighting and wrestling and doing locks and stuff on the pyramid walls. And that was 10,000 years ago that we know of. And it was before then it was that. You know what I mean? Human beings had conflict. You had to learn how to handle that conflict. So I want to so and bring this intelligence of that of the indigenous people in martial arts and the ancient warriors like the black samurais and who went to Japan and
Right.
uh, what I'm saying, the Shaka Zulus and the King Selassies and the Hannibals and the people like that was powerful black warriors, bro. Straight up.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Past ancient to modern, you dig? And
Right.
bring all that together so this generation can see, like, man, you got a great lineage, bro. This is where you coming from. It ain't just, we started in slavery, like these history books gonna lie to you, the kids, and say we just started in slavery. You know what I'm saying? And that not even knocking the ones who came post slavery,
Right.
but yeah, we going way, 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 way back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like from the beginning of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
So
that chain of succession is so key. And they did a number on us when they cut that chain. So we don't even we disconnected to that to that lineage. That's why
yes,
lineage
sir.
is so important.
Most
And
definitely, man.
I wonder a lot, where would we be if we still had a rites of passage here in America? Like we really took our youth through a rites of passage. Where you think
Yeah,
we'd be?
we wouldn't be in this situation we're in now. You know what I mean? Where it's just it's chaos and pandemonium. I think people are like a lot of times when I look at the youth, I see them as a cry for help. They're young, they want to have fun, so that you got that aspect in it too. But fun can quickly go left and lead to trouble if you're not careful with the fun. You're in the wrong type of quote unquote fun can lead to, like my teacher say, hell is warm at first. Hell is summertime. You know what I'm saying? Then it turned into hellfire. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got
Hmm.
to be real careful with fun too, because it can go the wrong direction. But I think it's like they don't have a connection to that lineage. It's like, why should I care? Like, nigga, I ain't got no daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I ain't got no rites of passage. I ain't got no part. I ain't never even, they don't even know how to respect a black man. Like, who
Right.
is a real black man? What does he look like? You don't even
Right.
see that a lot of times in the media. And like I was watching this thing. I don't know. They got this thing about uh I'm trying to remember what, but Hamilton, the play Hamilton, right?
Thank you.
So and this not even to knock the actors who were in that, right? But the reality of it to me was that we have this whole watered down version of what we consider to be like real strength, like not even calling them not strong as individuals. I'm talking about the characters, and the way it was written was we black, but we dancing for the flag and we doing all this, we dancing for a piece of chicken type stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And I can have the muscles, I can be diesel, I can be pull up in the big bins and all that stuff, but really I'm weak on the inside, like my spirit weak. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because I know this is some garbage, but I ain't standing up to it. Or even I don't know it's some garbage and I'm just bowing down to it because I've been so brainwashed, you know?
Hmm.
It's some psychological real trickery, as you know, that has happened to all of us, man. The whole world has really been deceived. And the us in particular, as our generation and the generation, that came after us, they like, ain't no purpose in life, nigga. Ball, get money,
Hmm.
get some jewelry, and just
Yeah.
throw it all in the club. Like there ain't no purpose in life. And
Right.
that's the
Live
that's the
fast.
grand delusion.
Live
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
Die young.
Yeah, yeah.
You only live once. You
Yeah,
take
exactly.
it with you.
No doubt.
Get rich or die trying.
The many
Ball to be
myths,
tall.
you know what I'm saying? And the many myths. Now, on the Get Rich or Die Trying, see, another thing they did too is, and this, I'm talking about the colonizer and the European with black folks in America and around the world, they starve you so much that your focus is money, 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 money. It becomes everything because you ain't got it. You can't eat. It's primary, right? But
Hmm.
what they did was, that Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They
Right.
studied that Maslow's hierarchy of needs is food, clothes, and shelter at the bottom of the pyramid. The goal is get to the top of the pyramid, self-actualization, but you can't get the actualization if your basic needs ain't met. You need
Right.
like food, clothes, and shelter. You need security, self-esteem. You need to feel safe. You feel me? Like all
Mhm.
these things lead to that. Then it's like your true personality, then self-actualization. But if
Mhm.
you down here and you can't pay your bills and you struggling and scrambling, then it's like money over everything. Get rich or die trying. I kill all y'all to get my money. But and then you locked into that mode of it's all about the money. But then once you get all the money, this is what they don't. A lot of folk don't come back and say. You get all this money. You start out with nothing. You get all this money. You blow up. And then a part of you realize it really ain't just about the money. Like the money itself, you need money, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And we all gotta have in this capitalist society, it's they selling you every second. They trying to sell you something, but it ain't about the money so much. Money is a tool to use for you the master of that. You really supposed to be instead of the slave to it. You know what I mean? And everything just upside down, man. But we're gonna set it back right. You know what I mean? I'm setting it right in my life. Like I can't control what other people doing, but I'm rebuilding. I'm going back to the pyramid before colonizer. When I was sitting up in the supreme pyramid in my masterful meditation, glowing in the dark, levitating with my goddess, drinking elixir from heaven. You feel me? That's where we're going.
And that's what's up. And we finna pre- premiere your video on Hood Heroes TV. It's not the exclusive premiere. It's not the. It's already out, but we just want to show it on Hood Heroes TV for the first time.
Yeah, please do, man. Please do,
But
man. It's an
before we
honor.
do, can you speak to the spiritual component of Swam and what that taught you? Because people just think martial arts is martial arts. Can you go in briefly into why you started on your martial arts path and what did you gain from it from a non-physical side?
This is an excellent question, my bro. And because everybody think in colonizer America and West society, you do martial art, you doing karate. You know what I'm saying? We look at it like that. And I got my strap, so that's all we need. You know what I mean? It's like the gun over everything, which the Wild Wild West mentality. And they don't understand we got guns too. So that ain't even the issue. But what you really want to look at with martial arts, especially SWAM. So martial arts it's really the righteous path. It's really the path of mastering you. You really your only opponent. You know what I mean? Standing in your way or pushing yourself forward. You dig? And of course, you got the physical health. You got the brotherhood and camaraderie. Like Swam is like I call it the circle of greatness. Like we
Mm,
literally everybody there. Like I wouldn't be on my A game and pushing forward if it wasn't for Swam because my teacher set the bar so high where he's training 10 hours a day. He's doing the 4 mile walks in the morning with the weight vest and the breathing oxygen deprivation mask on and stuff like. And he's 70 years old almost. You feel me? And he's
mm,
still pushing himself and just pushing himself. And we training hard. And my brother would like, my brother Art, he like, man, what y'all training for, bro? Y'all training for Armageddon? Like, what are y'all doing? You know, you
right,
training for the Olympics? You know what I mean?
right.
And like, yeah, like it ain't no Olympics, but we training on that level. You dig? So
Mm,
they set that standard so high just of excellence. Like I have to, everybody there got to excel. Like you can't be just halfway doing nothing in your life. You dig? So that was one thing that was real great of it. Then we got just a camaraderie with each other, but it's also a element of there's no, and my teacher say there's no big eyes or little U's. So it ain't no ego allowed in the circle. Like you can't come in the circle and be like, oh, I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like I'm this great and you little. Like I am this great and you this great too. We all this great. And let me hear about your greatness. Okay, let me tell you about my greatness. So
mhm,
everybody can then build with each other as opposed to putting that's the negativity. I'm way up here and I'm
right.
separated from all of y'all. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we all elevate. We all come up and we do what we do. And then we got the actual training of it also trains your awareness, man. Not even just on a physical and a militant mindset of warfare, like being in, like you in the club and something happens, somebody to jump off, you prepare for that environment too. But you are more prepared too in your life just on making the right decisions and keeping your spirit up high and keeping your will going, your will to do it, man. every day. You got to beat that. Every morning you wake up, you have a little voice on your left side saying, don't do it, chill out, stay in bed, waste time, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other voice, which is like your champion, your Heru, your hero. Bro, you got to do it if you really want to do it. What you waiting on? It's the time is now. Get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the swarm voice. The swarm energy is that everybody in the group is on that vibe. So and
Nice.
what I've also realized now too is no one man can get it or woman can get it on their own. You have to have mentors. And this is what the next generation need. They need mentorship and they need a circle of, they call it a mastermind alliance, a group of people that's all doing the same thing you doing. You feel me? And then you can network and get with them, get ideas. You can share ideas and y'all build with each other and everybody elevate.
Still sharp and still.
Still sharp and still, my brother.
And
Classic,
for me to see
ancient.
the God in myself, I gotta see the God in you.
No doubt. That's all it is, man. Yes, sir.
So speaking of this, go into what we about to take a look at. What was your mindset and what we about to see right now?
Man, this is Frequency, my brother. This song wasn't even on a Prince and Peasants Clothes album, right? But I ended up adding it to it because I wanted something that had that energy like this. You know what I mean? It's like a real high energy, fun, dope. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound like nobody else that's out there. It's challenging the narrative. So it's not it started out with the hot tub scene. So it's me with the models in the hot tub, got the shades on, looking cool. And they be like, yeah, this look like a regular rap video. Is that what y'all think? And then the girl pour a bucket of ice in. So because of my injuries, I've been doing these ice baths, cold showers, cryotherapy. This ice, literally ice bathing, has helped heal me. So I wanted to put that in there too, and talk. I'm doing this this guy Wim Hof, and this is something else I want to talk about. So this guy Wim Hof was he broke about 20 Guinness Book of World Records recently. All right. So it's a hippie dude, he real cool and just laid back. And but the man is taking ice baths, like he running up the mountains, snow-capped mountains with no shirt on and no shoes, like that type stuff, right? So they injected him. He's able to now, because of the ice baths and his breathing technique, he's able to uh, control his autonomic nervous system, which is something that they thought was not possible. Science, quote unquote, science thought was not possible. You could not control your autonomic nervous system. But the reality is that the human being has always been able to do it. We just lost this knowledge and this wisdom. You start looking at the monks, they can melt the snow around them. They walking in the snow and they melt the snow with their body temperature. They can regulate their skin and they fingernail growth, like stuff that you ain't consciously aware of. You are able to tap in to do that. And he's proven it in a scientific environment. That's what made Wim Hof so special, is that he's actually done it in a room full of scientists, and they injected the man with E. coli, right? A poison, a neurotoxin. They injected him with it, and he volunteered to get injected with E. coli and could go in through his breathing and alkalize his blood and purge the toxins out of his body. And they got it all on film. You see what I'm saying? So in a room full of scientists, and why that ain't on the news and all,
Right.
but they still telling you to take the vaccine. You feel me? Like it's you already know it's some underhanded wickedness at work, but the reality is, man, the human being, like we said from the beginning, but the human being is God in the body. And you can achieve and reach that higher level. And there's levels, there's graduals to get to that supreme God level. But man, it's totally possible, my bro. And I signed up for the Wim Hof method. You feel me? So I did it's like 10 days. You do the cold showers, you doing the breathing and all that kind of stuff. You setting your mind, getting your mind right. And on the 10th day, you take the ice bath. And I completed those 10 days and I put that in the video. You know what I mean? I wanted to show that this is some of the stuff that I'm doing. And of course, we got Swarm in there. We got the smoke bombs and the fight in the martial arts scenes. And we got the models in there and we having a good time. It's a party, man. It's a party, but it's like a conscious woke party as opposed to the sleepyhead,
Nice.
Yes.
we got to we gonna check this out. We gonna check this out, bro. But we got to have a conversation about the parasympathetic nervous system and why cold and hot. That cold and hot. What does that do to the body? What is that jolt for you when you go from cold to hot like that?
They say it resets your central nervous system. So it literally like take you back to the when sometimes it be so cold. Like when I'm out, cause I'm going like this whole winter, I've been going out when it was snowing. I'd be outside like with no shirt on, doing my stuff, doing my breathing, doing the qigong form, or doing, trying to really tap in because I gotta get to that level. I see it's possible. Hey, I gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it resets your central nervous system and take you to a place like deep quiet in your mind, bro. Like very deep quietness and calm that just like I know I can do it. Like it ain't no if or belief. It's just a knowing. Like I know I can do whatever I need to do to survive and to prosper and to thrive and conquer. You know what I mean? That I get from the cold and the ice baths. And you of course when you first start doing it, it's like I hate the cold. You in there, you shivering and all that stuff.
Right.
But then it get to the point where you start to like it because it's exhilarating. You you feeling it. You crunk and you know what I mean, and then enjoying it. And I got to in that cryotherapy, it goes minus 300 degrees, negative 300 degrees. You feel me? Below zero. And I've gotten his thermometer was breaking because it was so cold. The thermometer wasn't reading right, but it was less than minus 250 that I was at. You know what I mean? So I say in the song, minus 300 degrees, but I won't freeze. Snow lying on young chin and short sleeves. And that minus 300 degrees, man. In that level of cold, my fingers froze. Like literally, you ain't supposed to wash your hands in the cryotherapy tanks because you in there with liquid nitrogen and it's gonna freeze whatever's wet. You know what I mean? But and you put gloves on and stuff like that. But I washed my hand. I went to the bathroom before I went into the tank, and I had the gloves on, and my fingers froze. You know what I'm saying? Like inside the tank, and I didn't want to get out because he'll tell you like a minute 30 seconds countdown. You're doing great. 60 seconds. You know what I mean? Hold on, how you feeling? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm good. Keep it going. Keep it going. And when I got out, my fingers were frozen, man. But I did the qigong because we do the swan form of the immortal, the qigong form, and I could feel the energy coming back into my hands, and we back live. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You can move that energy, man. When I get cold, I move that energy out my palms. I breathe it in, breathe it out.
Yes,
you can
sir.
move energy.
Exactly, my bro.
All right, well, let's get to it, man. Frequency,
Indeed.
man.
Frequency, man. Free the Quincy, man.
Yeah, man. Free him.
Yes, sir.
Let me go back to it. Hold on, I'm going back.
It's all G. All right.
Let's see here. Bam. Let's see.
New Terry Milla is still banging though.
Turn this up completely, resonating at higher frequencies, higher and higher and higher. Volume maximum. Terry Milla, oh yeah. Last man standing in 100-round Kumite. Can't equal with the damn, he doing it. They ain't know that I'm a Stanley superhuman. Still standing when the world in ruin. Still drop true hot when they locked in illusion. That Lamborghini and pistol won't save ya. That sanitizer and tissue won't either. Vampires say they gon' heal ya. That vaccine they gave you gon' kill ya. I'ma tell you the truth, they won't tell ya. Cause they got something they trying to sell ya. Turn this up completely, resonating at higher and higher frequencies. Higher, higher and higher, higher, higher and higher. Minus 300 degrees, but I won't freeze. Snow lying on young chin and short sleeve. Beyond time, the ancient of days. No mind, moonshin, the sword blade. Breathe deep, ice man like Wim Hof. Say you got that roller cough and kill you with your own thoughts. Won't sneeze or shiver when I squeeze the trigger. Turn Milla surrounded by cold killers and natural healers that got the remedy. Pure energy, my real identity. A seat at the table of mine enemy. Love me or hate me, you will remember me. Turn this up completely. Resonating at higher and higher frequencies. Higher, higher and higher, higher, higher and higher. Police come, they tell you turn down, you can't turn down because you feel your life. You stand in your ground. You tell me you stand in your ground. I still can't hear this. Turn me up to the loudest level. This the Lotus with 1,000 pedals. Slay 10,000 devils. It's now or never. I'm stronger than ever, baby. I never felt better. Original sound, rep the crown. Put my foot down and shook the ground. Weighted the world on my shoulders. Faded the world in my folders. Played in my skull, I'm a soldier. Terry military like this sober. I don't need nothing but the beat, homeboy. I don't fall back, I push forward. And until I win, it is not over. Turn this up completely. Resonating at higher and higher frequencies. Higher, higher and higher, higher, higher and higher. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Yeah, don't bust my speaker. These brand new speaker, dog. He laughing with you. He gonna be laughing at you. Someone's gotta go to work in the morning.
And we are here today live with Reverend Olu Shun of the Brohim Organization. We are down here at the Frequency Rally. Reverend, what's this all about?
Well, our gathering here today, I am Reverend Olu Shun, aka Rev Olu Shun of the Brohim Organization, and we are very upset and frustrated about the fact that they have falsely imprisoned our beloved brother Quincy Musafa. He's been reduced to a beast-like level by a beast-like devil. And we here at the Brohim Organization commit to raising him back to his former glory where he belongs. And this is very frustrating to see the false imprisonment, the police brutality, the continuation of the oppression of our people, using this as a weapon against us. We are done with that. We refuse. We cannot allow it to happen, nor will we ever allow it to happen. And this we plan to bring into existence by any righteous means necessary.
Well, there you have it, folks. We will not be put to sleep or unspoken. I'm here live right now with Reverend Olu Shun, and this is the Frequency Rally. Back to you, Terry.
Frequency!
Yes, Frequency.
It's still banging though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And why it gotta be, this status quo, what's hot? You like
That's banging on my jam.
It banging no. Yeah, I talked to Val the other day. Flossie May.
What you say, fam?
I said I talked to Miss Flossie May, who sang on that hook that is banging though.
Yeah.
I talked to her the other day, so we're gonna link back up and do some more work, put some more work in.
Man, nice, man.
Already know, my brother.
Yeah. Bruh, you got the cadence all the way down with the Rev Olu Shun. You just subjected to a beast-like level from a
beast like them.
Yeah, man. That's
Thank
super
you,
fire,
man. Thank you, my
I
brother.
love that, bro. Great job on that.
Thanks, man. Thank you, brother. Yes, sir. Us.
Yes, indeed, man. So
Us, my bro.
what you got on the radar as far as the next on the music? What's your plans moving forward with that? What you got going?
Well, I work with hip video promo on this one. So we got the exclusive world premiere on Hip Hop Weekly, but they're doing a 10-week campaign that goes out. I'm already trending on Google right now, and they got a whole. I mean, 10 weeks started Thursday of last Wednesday of last week. When did it start? It's one of these days that just I think Wednesday or Thursday of last week it started, right? But it's 10 whole weeks. So
Mm,
I just got an email from them saying they're gonna send the reports like where it's been playing and you know what I mean, keep the momentum going. I want to get my goal is to really let everybody see this video, kind of get re-familiar with what I'm doing in the music and see what it is and join my tribe. Like subscribe to the tribe with that number, that 446495815. You can sign up and you get a free copy of Frequency because it ain't out yet. The song is not on streaming sites. And I'm
mm-hmm.
not gonna put it on streaming sites till the end of this 10 weeks. This whole
No.
10 weeks, you get a chance to get that copy of the song yourself. You feel me? And by rocking with me directly. With these social media platforms, they change their algorithms all the time. They
Mm-hmm.
can block your account. People just busy and don't see my posts, or I ain't seeing your posts every time you post. You feel me? Like the
Right.
goal is us to we can interact and link up and work directly with each other. And that's really the goal with Frequency to rock out with this 10 weeks. After that, I'm shooting a video for Come On, that other song, that song when you did the ad libs on. I go. It'll come to me in a second, but you was on one of the ad libs. But I'm gonna shoot a video for that too. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get everything together, man, and get it all lined up. You know, the right location and everything. Everything got to come together. You feel me?
Okay. Well, shit. Hit
But
your boy up.
yeah, no, most definitely, man. I mean, you like I say, you was on the ad libs on that song, so it's on the free a Prince and Peasant Clothes album. You heard it?
Bet.
Yeah,
Right on, man.
yeah,
Well,
man.
that's what it is, bro. Any last thoughts you want to put out there? And I would like to. I definitely want to connect with you as far as I feel like we got to reach back to our young brothers in a mentor type capacity, and with y'all doing Swam, maybe we can come up with a way we can integrate some of that into some type of program where they see that side of self-defense, you know.
I totally am with it, man, and I'm sure all the people at Swarm and CJ will be with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's real important to have that discipline because it's gonna get that's what they need. They need. I read this post that said if you want to be free, you have to have discipline. You know, and that's really reality. Like you think discipline is slavery. You think me having to go to class is slavery, but it's not. It's my own choice by going after what I like. So I'm not getting distracted and diversion by all this other stuff out here. I know I want music. I know I love martial arts. I know I'm doing real estate. You feel me? So all
Right.
these things, I can then master those things. And with a
Right.
level of mastery, when you focus on it, your level of mastery is a level of fulfillment that you're not gonna get with this microwave. Every 5 minutes, you're doing something different. You go to the museum, you go to the clubs, you go out on a date, you go here and you traveling, you doing whatever it is. You don't get the same level of fulfillment as mastery in any given field in your task. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
mastering something but that requires discipline because
Right.
you're gonna hit a road where you don't want to do it. It's gonna be a day
Right.
where you're like, man, I don't feel like going to class. You know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
hear that all the time. But I got to push myself and keep going. Then when you get there, you have a good time. You know what
Right.
I mean?
That
And
makes
then you build it more, and then you look back and you like, dang, I lost. Like the video I just showed you, I'm about to post. I was 300 pounds. You feel
right.
me? Like this
Mhm.
was like the time my dad was dying and all this stuff was going on. I was stressed out. So I
Right.
mean, everybody go through phases in life. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I what led me back into my path and my discipline was Swan, was having that mentorship, that brotherhood. You know, we could call each other, hey man, what you dealing with? It's gonna be all right, my bro. Come on back. We miss you. Come on back and let us see you. You know what I mean? And that
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. And then that energy is gonna feed, and then you're around positive energy, it's gonna feed you as opposed to being around the negativity, which is gonna suck you dry and destroy you. You know what I mean?
You
So
so right, because just like you said, without discipline, you are literally a slave to everything, including your desires, distractions,
yes,
being torn every which way without discipline.
no doubt.
You literally are a slave without discipline. So
Exactly. And but in this society, it's the opposite. They've made it that that's freedom. So
right,
freedom is porn, freedom is strip club, freedom is drink as much as you want, gluttony, wastefulness, not focusing, going everywhere. I just want to be free. I don't want to have no plan in life type shit. And
mhm,
that's like not it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like you go then everything is pulling you. Everybody, you a victim of everybody else plan in life. But
right,
they plan for you. Jim Rohn said the motivations dude was like, if what guess what somebody else got planned for you? Not very much. You know what I'm saying? Like you
right.
gonna be and they slave or they
Yeah,
worker or they prisoner or literally they prisoner. If you don't have no
right,
plan in America and you out here wilding out, you going to prison. And they got a perfect plan they done set aside for you where they get money and you work for free. You know what I mean?
mm,
And they take you, kidnap you away from your family and all this stuff. So you should have a plan and you should stick to it. You should modify, find a good plan, have a good strategy, and you can adapt the plan and modify it for the current environment. Make sure you moving along and doing making the type of moves you need to make. But it, the goal never changes. The route can change to get to the goal, but you look for what you really want out of life, man, like your top five. And those things are non-negotiable. You dig?
mm,
Like what are my top fives out of life? And I have to go after them. That's what all this stuff on the board is. Like that's you see this stuff, that's a supreme warrior. I have to be the best martial artist in the universe. You dig? So in order to do that, this is the stuff I gotta work on. This MH is metahuman. In order for meditation, that means I gotta become a beyond human, like
mm,
a super God being and everything is involved with that is on there. My real estate is on that third column. That has everything there has to be done, and I have to isolate from the world. You feel me? And go in and come back. I pop up on the world like, hey, what y'all doing? You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? How
What's been
everybody
going
doing? Good
on?
to see my people. What's going on? But I'm on the clock like this. Oh, I'm finna get busy. I'm
Mhm,
finna go back and when we get off the phone, it's time to get back on the mission. You dig? And
mhm,
then when the mission finally materialize and see like the frequency, the beginning stages of that, where people gonna see the work ethic that you've been doing. This,
mhm.
this COVID thing, man, has locked everybody in the house and has kept everybody separate, right? So you can
Yep.
be in here binge watching on Netflix,
Mhm,
drinking and smoking every day and playing video games,
mhm,
or you can be writing your book. You can be working on your podcast like you're doing, working on your clothing line like I'm doing. You feel me? You
mhm.
can be putting in that work ethic, man. And then
Yeah.
when we come out of this stage, what you gonna have? You know,
What you
all that
gonna
stuff,
have?
all the liquor bottles ain't gonna get you nowhere. The
Right.
weed, you're gonna smoke all the weed, it's gonna be all gone. It's all gonna be empty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Netflix shows is gonna be over with, and you're gonna be looking for the next season.
Right.
But we gonna have
Fruit.
worldwide premieres, fruit of the
Yeah.
labor. You feel it's fruit or
Right.
whatever it is. You know what I mean? It can be
Yes.
stuff, don't have to be material stuff. It can be meditation, it can be exercise, it can be
Exactly.
the proper diet, nutrition, and you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like whatever it is, you can use your time wisely on this earth, man. We're not here for nothing, my bro. You
The
did?
thing I love that you got back there, you got a daily regimen, and that's so key. You got to have order. You
Yes,
got
sir.
to have order, and it's a balance. But that daily regimen, that consistency, we get nothing without consistency. So,
Indeed.
yes, indeed.
Indeed, family.
Hood
Indeed, my brother.
Heroes TV, tearing
Hood
it up
hero.
already, man. Salute.
Already,
This is a
my bro.
wonderful show. Great way to kick off this year.
Hey man,
Technically,
right.
the
Yes,
year don't
sir.
start till spring. You know,
Yeah, no doubt.
so we'll talk soon, man. Thank you. I appreciate you doing this, brother.
Hey man, always my brother. You already know. So we gotta get back on the merger too. You gotta
Got to
get you
get
on
on the
some new
music, bro. Got to get you on
get you
the
on
music
some new stuff, man. Yes, sir.
already, bro. It's
Yeah,
gonna
man.
be your music, bro.
Already, my bro. Salute, man. Thank you, my
Salute,
bro.
bro. 100
Yes,
trip.
sir. Us 100 trillion, man. Us peace.
Later.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. My brother.
Right on.